What are Pratt's chances, do you think? Polls aside, what do you think?
Well, I mean, I think he's going to be in the runoff, and I think it's going to be between Karen Bass and Spencer Pratt. And a lot of this really just has to do with the fact that L.A. is a mess right now. I have an employee here who was in his car in downtown L.A. 2 nights ago and was shot at, and his car got hit. He's thankfully okay. But 10 years ago, 15 years ago, downtown had this renaissance, and people were moving down there. Restaurants were opening up, businesses opening up, and it was really a place to go. It was a destination. And now, the sense people have outside of that area is you're crazy to go downtown. Why would you do that? So that is kind of a glimmer of what's going on in this city. Homelessness is terrible right now. We just have a real problem here. And then when you hear people say, oh, it's gotten better, it's sort of like, who are you going to believe, me or your lying eyes? But this city is a mess, and I think that Spencer Pratt has struck a chord. That said, I will say this. I do think experience matters, experience of running a big organization. He doesn't have that. And I think that is something people should think about, but they don't. They think about campaign ads, they think about sizzle, and they think about their upset. But right now, this city is not functioning well, period.
So you are considering voting for Nithya Raman, but haven't yet. Obviously, you and I are in the same place. We all agree that Karen Bass has failed the city as mayor, and we need change. Well, right now, you've accepted the reality that she's not going to advance past the runoff. At this point, voting for Nithya is a wasted vote.
Yes, this is everyone's expectations. If you take a look at the polls, this is exactly what we are saying. At some point, James would notice something and he shared this video. This is what he said. But will he win by a big enough margin to beat the cheat? Democrats learned their lessons in the past 2 presidential elections. They cheated in Philadelphia in such massive margin, it would have been embarrassing any place other than where Philadelphia. They didn't care how embarrassing it was. However, even though Joe won by a margin that was obviously the lapdog, media swerved the cheat under the rug, and we were stuck with an auto-pen presidency for 4 years. They got cocky and didn't cheat enough in 2024 to beat the Trump landslide, and they will never let that happen again. They will unabashedly cheat by whatever it takes. This is why John Tusk's betrayal of all Americans by refusing to pass the SAFE Act was one of the most egregious acts of treasury in modern American history. Anyway, let's hope Spencer Pratt win by a margin that is simple, too big to read.
Karen Bass is an incumbent Democrat with all of the establishment behind her. She's got the unions, she's got the governor, she's got Kamala Harris, but she can't crack 26, 27%. So that is not about Spencer Pratt. That is about her. When you've got a ceiling that low and you're the incumbent mayor, that is your constituents telling you you're fired. So Spencer Pratt, it's fascinating to watch. A Republican hasn't been mayor in Los Angeles since 2001. So it's been 25 years. And I think if he gets elected, he's going to get elected, yes, because people are angry, because they feel like the government has failed them.
What is your sense? Who's going? Do you think it's a runoff?
I think it's going to be a runoff.
Between the two.
I think Bass and Pratt. And then I think in a runoff, head to head, I actually think he can consolidate the anti-establishment vote, and he could come over the top because she's got a terrible record that she's got to defend for the next 5 months.
I want to speak to those of you who are considering voting for Nithya Raman but haven't yet. Obviously, you and I are in the same place. We all agree that Karen Bass has failed the city as mayor, and we need change.
Because Karen Bass is not doing
And for a moment, you thought Nithya would be an alternative, but since she collapsed at the debate,
I'm not sure how to respond.
And she's run a very weak campaign. She's doing live streams with the hateful, radical.
I actually feel like Robin Hood because I'm coming in and I'm going to say, where's all this money? We're done with everyone stealing the tax money. We're going to actually put it to the people that have turned to socialism because they say America doesn't work. It doesn't work if we let people steal all the tax money and we have no accountability and transparency.
Spencer Pratt's got an 85% shot at making the runoff. And the voters Karen Bass wrote off, They're the ones sending them there.
Karen tricked us. She don't get to do that twice. Now you come in here all the way to Crenshaw from the Palisades, and we all got something in common. Let's do it.
That's right.
Let's do it.
And while Pratt works the streets, here's what those streets look like under Karen.
Yes, this lady you just saw is a Democrat strategy. Taking a look at this, new post shows Spencer Pratt leading Karen Bass in the LA mayor race. This is Democrat worst nightmare going into election day, and it is exactly why they continue to trash him. Stop electing leaders that continues to fail you. Get out and vote.
I put my money on Spencer Pratt because he's the only one that's got common sense ideas, and we need a change in the city. A lot of people, they want to go with what they know, and they want to vote their party, and I don't think this is a time to vote party, whether you're Democrat or Democratic Socialist. It's not the Democratic Party of before, so, you know, you just don't know. Some people just want to stay in their lane and hunker down and think things are going to get better. That's on them, but why would you want to do that?
People are hungry for change, and unfortunately the status quo has failed us. So I think Spencer Pratt has it in the bag for the top two.
What do you think the odds are that he will advance in June?
Yeah, I think a probability.
Yes, there is one insane thing that Karen Bass is doing. I don't know if she thinks this is actually the best strategy, you know, to round out people to vote for her, or what exactly. She's calling Spencer Pratt a villain, a TV star villain. This is what Karen Bass is doing. This is just to tell you, if they lack something to attack you, this is all they can do. Yeah, because at this time, if you want to really see things that they want to use against Spencer, they can get it. They don't know what exactly to do, even what to say, to convince people not to even talk about Spencer. If someone told Karen Bass that Spencer will rise up at this level, she would say it's a lie. She knew she got everything on her palms, but look at how they're struggling. This lady you saw at the beginning of the video is a Democrat strategy. She has made it clear, like, they got everything, right? Karen Bass is there with the governor. She has this. All the Democrat establishment, they are behind her. And a lot of these celebrities are endorsing her. But at the same time, she is struggling to meet on. Though I see some people still a little panicking about some polls. But I'm not panicking. Yeah, I understand this race is all about Spencer Pratt and Karen Bass. This other lady, to me, is nowhere to be found. If you are watching me and you are in LA, please go out and cast your vote. Yeah, the reason I'm putting out these videos.
But you say, oh, Spencer Pratt has no experience, so how can we possibly think about this? What experience did Karen Bass have?
But I don't trust the Democrats.
That's exactly how I was hoping you would say that.
The Democrats have it. Spencer, no, the Democrats have their ideological captives, and they're not letting it go.
You've made the case why Karen Bass should lose. What's the case why Spencer Pratt should win?
There's no case, it's a fact, because we need change in LA.
And people who keep up the videos, I appreciate. Sharing out, I appreciate. God bless you abundantly, and never stop in supporting this channel. And some social clips you see at the end, please, you can ignore that and skip.
In the race, if any of the candidates don't get 50% of the vote on Tuesday, the race will go into a runoff with the top two candidates.
I had Spencer Pratt on my podcast the other day. I think
Democrats, because Los Angeles is all Democrats. All the people financing me are Democrats. I actually don't want celebrities to come out and endorse me.
These are the times we need someone who understands government.
I called Mayor Bass on the debate an incredible liar, but she's actually a terrible liar.
To get this guy off the air. I do. I hate this guy. He's so obnoxious. You need to make examples out of people.
Dennis, what is your take on the current LA mayor race?
Mayor race? Spencer Pratt.
I'm voting for Spencer Pratt now.
Mark, I think Spencer Pratt is going to be in a runoff.
Fire victim is trying to support my campaign is saving Los Angeles. It's in my, I've told this before, and this is the only time I've ever said this, so this is breaking news. Everyone that supports me is a Democrat.
I love that Chelsea Handler
was encouraging her fans not to vote for Pratt. For fan.
Seen this city just fall apart.
Mayorship, insurance companies, they don't have to pay for people to rebuild their homes.
Karen Bass.
I just wanted to share how happy I am to be out.
The city councilwoman.
They said I can't just open up these cases with.
Can't keep streetlights on.
To the media, we do not care.
He's elitist in California. Now you realize people everywhere in America make fun of people.
And so this is my life.
You're talking about qualifications, right? Yeah. And the black community.
It's illegal.
Spencer Pratt, who's running for mayor of Los Angeles.
Chelsea Handler, she's not a fan. Said me.
The only people that aren't are the socialists.
2010. You can look it up. There's articles.